Hello, in this video we're going to look at how you can edit recordings in Adobe Connect. So to start off, we've already gone over in a previous video how you create a recording within a meeting room or within an event. Right now what we're going to look at is how you can edit those recordings, how you can change the name of them, and how you can make sure that your link to access the recording is public. To get to my recordings, even if you have a recording of an event, you're not going to use the Event Management tab. We're always going to go to the Meetings tab. So ideally, if you've made a recording of an event, you've linked it to a meeting room so that your recordings will go there. So I'm going to go into the Meetings tab, and I'm going to go down to my Commodity Management Task Force meeting room, because that's the one that we've been using for these demos. And once I bring up the meeting information around that, you'll notice that if you look to the right here above the meeting information bar, recordings is an option. And so I'm going to click on that, and it gives me a list of all the recordings that I've done for this meeting room. So first thing I want to call your attention to is if you look at access, we've got two different types of access that are available, public and private. By default, every single recording is set to private. So if you were to take the link for a particular meeting and send it out right away, people wouldn't be able to view it. They're not going to be able to view it until you make it public. And so in order to view it privately, you would have to have an Adobe Connect login. So we're going to look at how you change this. For this first meeting, which is the Commodity Management Task Force meeting for June 8th, I'm going to click on the little box to the left of it, check it off. Then I'm going to click on Access Type. And once you do that, you'll see that you have the option to take it from a private recording to a public one. And even after you do that, if you'd like to set a passcode, you can do that. So people would have to set a particular password or code in order to see the recording. I typically don't do that because for us, we want everybody to be able to access the recording with a link. We don't want to make it complicated. We want to make it easy for people. So that's what I'm going to set it as. And I'm going to hit Save. And now, in my list of recordings, that Commodity Management Task Force meeting is public. So I can take the URL, send it out to folks, and they can watch the recording directly. I'm going to click into this particular meeting room, and you'll see that it brings up the URL for this meeting, and it also brings up meeting information like the title I've given it and other things, duration of the meeting, file size, and so forth. Now at this point, anybody who would want to access this meeting, if they were to click on the link or open up this link, they're going to be viewing it through the Adobe Connect site, and that's the most convenient way to do it. But one day, if you were wanting to pull a video of a recording off of the site, you'd go up to this little Actions menu and you would export it as an FLV file. Okay, this would allow you to download it to your computer. You could upload it as a video, and it just gives you more flexibility and control around that meeting. But for convenience sake, now we've got our Adobe Connect account. I'm going to leave it as is. I'm not going to try to make it an FLV file because that's just extra work for me. You can edit the information around the recording, and this would allow you to edit the meeting room and so on and so forth. I'm sorry, the name of the meeting. I'm going to go to Edit Recording because there are actually segments of this recording that maybe there's some dead sound at the beginning of your meeting, or you're doing an activity in the middle and you just want to cut that out because it's just a bunch of dead space. I want to manipulate my meeting room and cut out those slow parts of the meeting. So in order to do that, you click in here to edit your recording, and you notice that your video starts playing. You got your timer over here to the right, so it shows you exactly which portion of your meeting you're in. And then you can use these sliders at the bottom to go to and select a section of the video that you might want to cut. It's the part that's highlighted in red. And this will allow you to, using the scissors button here to the right, cut out portions of your meeting room. So if I scroll over one of the sliders, it'll show me exactly what time segment this is set for. So this is 3:33. And then the other one is 4:26. So if I wanted to cut out these sliders, this particular segment of the meeting, I'll just click on these scissors, and that's going to cut it. And then to finalize that, I'm going to have to go to the bottom here and click on my Save button. Okay, so that's going to, it's processing right now. That's going to cut out that segment of the video. And then when people click on the recording, they'll see everything that, kind of continuously that wasn't cut out. So you can continue to snip your meeting if you want to, highlighting different sections and cutting them out. And when you're satisfied with where that's at, you can just settle with it, save it, and then anybody who has accessed the link will view the edited version of the meeting. Everybody's also going to be able to see this little menu to the left, and this allows them to very easily navigate to different portions of the meeting where there was a transition of slides or whatnot. If you want to make edits over here, like cut pieces of it out, or change the names of some of these, you could click on the Edit Events Modes button here, and that would allow you, when you scroll over any particular one of these, to to edit or delete them, right? So you can edit the name of it, you can delete that portion. It won't delete that segment of the meeting, it'll just delete the marker on the left. Okay. And really those are the main important pieces of editing your meeting room that you'd want to know. So once you're done in here editing, you can just close out your window and your recording will be edited. The same link works, so you'd be able to send this out to people and they'd be able to access the recording this way. And that's pretty much it for event recording.